Hey guys, Andrew here, today with another Duel Masters Plays video. So today we'll be looking at a control deck for the first time, and what better way to start things off than with Bolmeteus control. So everyone knows what he does. He's a 7 mana, 7k double breaker, and when he breaks shields he puts them into the graveyard instead of your opponent's hand, which most importantly prevents shield triggers. So the main strategy of the deck is to control the board and break shields only with Bolmeteus. But in some cases where your opponent removes him or he's in the bottom 10 cards of your deck, then you will have to improvise. So quickly running through the deck list. Before that I should mention that, like with any deck archetype, there's multiple ways of building the deck. Before this video, and what I think is the best way to build this deck is to build it around this card here, Rumblegate. Now Rumblegate, as you should all know, gives 1k power to all your creatures and allows them to attack untapped creatures. And you know what works best with Rumblegate? Blockers! So we run 2 copies of Emerald Grass, 4 copies of Sarius, 2 copies of Senatine Jade Tree, 4 copies of Picari. He's the main reason why this strategy works, and perhaps why you don't see it as often in the TCG. So he's a 4 mana 5k blocker, 4 mana 4k blocker that draws a card. Not to mention that he's also an Angel Command, which allows us to run 1 copy of Alcadeus. You see a lot of this in control decks on the ladder, where they just kind of splash in a copy of Alcadeus just because they're running 4 copies of Picari. Next, our draw engine is comprised of, again, 4 copies of Picari, and also 3 copies of Mysterious, which is, in my opinion, the best form of draw if you're not running water. It also works well with the cheap blockers. To round off light, we have 2 copies of Sundrop Armor and 1 copy of Diamond Cutter. It just gives us an alternate win condition with all those blockers that we play. Moving on to darkness, what would a control deck be without this card? So we're running 3 copies of Ghost Touch. Now I did really want to fit in a 4th copy, as it is quite important to play this early on, but haven't really found the space to do so. But nevertheless, we are also running 4 copies of Locomotiva, so hopefully that will be enough this card. Now you might be asking, where's Lost Soul? Can't run a control deck without Lost Soul. Fortunately, Lost Soul has been nerfed to 8 mana, which makes him a little bit worse. But the main reason, again, is I just can't find a spot for him, but maybe you can. But to round off darkness, we have 3 copies of Terror Pit. You see, if this was a TCG deck, this could have easily been 50 cards. We do have to play a lot of 3-ofs, but alas, we have to adapt. And finally, for fire, we have 3 copies of Rumblegate, as I've talked before, 3 copies of Valiant Warrior Exorius, which acts as more creature removal, and the double breaker buff that he received is quite a nice addition. Sometimes, you will have to break with creatures that are not Bolmeteus. And then 3 copies of Vershot for all those aggro decks. And last but not least, 2 copies of the main star here, Bolmeteus Steel Dragon. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoy the clips, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, so I finally managed to climb to Duel Masters rank. So currently I'm at 469. Let's see if we can go even higher. So the aim of this deck is to control the board and only break with Bolmeteus if you can. I'll go ahead and charge Terror Pit here. So darkness is important for this card. As you'll soon find out, this card actually really affects how your opponent plays. Then you've got Mysterious for your main source of draw, along with Picari's. I think since I'm not too sure what he's playing at the moment, I'll go ahead and charge Picari, just because I have another one. and I'll play Ghost Touch. You want to keep Sundrop Armor for mainly rush decks, which it looks like what he's playing, or more aggro decks. Because hand size actually doesn't matter too much, as they'll keep trying to break shields and you can play Sundrop Armor pretty easily. I'll go just hit and charge this. So he got buffed. He's a double breaker now. Oh, he runs nature. Gonna go ahead and charge Sundrop Armor. You might see how effective Misrius is in this game. Sometimes he goes out of control. Alright, pretty good curve. So next turn I'll play Misrius and then into this Valiant Warrior, Exorius. Oh, so he's running the pay to win 8 super rare deck with Giant and Twin Cannon and all these super rares. Pick a time. Go ahead and play Misrius. So hopefully he doesn't have a way to deal with this. Nope. Okay. Now Saris works well with Misrius, so I might keep him. I'll charge Sundrop Armor because it looks like he's not as aggro as I predicted before. Like this, and start removing his creatures. Maybe he'll natural snare. Yeah, natural snare. So we can draw another Misrius. Okay, Ghost Touch. Scarlet Sky Terror. Oh man. Locomotive. So here's where this card really kicks in. And if I can top back that Misrius, that'll be perfect. Pickle Town. So when he draws into this 7 mana Giant, it can be a problem. We have another blocker. I think I want to keep this one. I'm just waiting for Misrius. So keeping him in hand will also activate my Misrius. Here we go. Here's the Giant. He's really strong. So he's a 7 mana 7k body, but also he draws 2 cards. And judging upon his mana, he's probably going to get Twin Cannon back. Yep, Twin Cannon and Arc Surfer. Ah, damn it. I'm trying to discard. Okay, I got his Twin Cannon. I guess in this case I will try Sui. Yeah, that Giant just swings the whole matchup. Because it's a body that you have to deal with, but also it gives them 2 cards. Let's see if we can pull this one out. What I really need is Misrius. Or even Bolmeteus would be nice. Scarlet Sky Terror. I'm not drawing into anything good here. Yeah, so once your Misrius dies, it can be really hard to get draw. Alright, here's Bolmeteus. But you might have a way of dealing with this. Hopefully not. He has played 2 natural snares already. But you might play like an Aqua Surfer, bounce back, which is quite annoying. Magma Rex, that's pretty good. Terrapit. I mean, this doesn't really impact that much, so I might just keep Terrapit. You might have Twin Cannon. Oh, he might have fighted Dual Fang? Oh, Pacifica. Maybe I should have Terrapited that. It's gonna break. Breaks with Meteosaur. Oh, Magma Rex, I mean. Alright, that's nice. Best shot. It's gonna break with our Scarlet Sky Terror. If he does, I think I'll let it through, but I'll block Pickleton. I could use Rumble Gate. Charge this. Like this. I think I will tear with this. And in. Might go for Rumble Gate to try to control the board, although I do have to play Bolmeteus sometime soon. Oh, here comes Fighter Dual Fang. No Fighter Dual Fang. Alright. Here's a tough choice. I think I will have to charge this. Just so I can get Mysterious out. Playing Rumble Gate here is quite important. Alright, I do have Diamond Cutter for an out. Locomotive is nice. Lets me draw a card as well. Oh, Fairy Life, that's what he's holding. I'll pass. I might even just break. Nothing? Right, serious. Do have to be wary of another Scarlet Sky Terror. Another Mysterious. I think in this case I will break. And this gives me a chance of finishing the game next turn. So sometimes, like in these scenarios, you have to break without Bolmeteus, because you can't just wait all game. And since I've only got 9 cards, it might be a problem later on if I don't find them. Yeah, let's see what he does. You also have to be careful with taking out with 2 Mysterious on board. But luckily, they changed Mysterious so that the maximum hand size. He can only draw a card if you have 5 cards or less. So the maximum hand size is 6. So that draws me 2 cards. 1, 2. So just look at this number here and be careful. Engineering Merfolk. Alright. So this is the maximum hand size that I can be at. Spargate. Alright, Spargate Locomotive. There's another Bolmeteus, but I don't think he's that useful anymore. So what I want to do is, I want to kill these off, but also have a chance at finishing the game. So what I'll do is I'll play this first so I don't draw any cards. So you can see here, since I have 6 cards in my hand, Mysterious won't draw anymore. Yep. And I'll play Rumblegate. And then kill off his Illusionary Merfolk. And Bronze Arm. And then break. No trig. Ah, it's a trig. Sparrowgate. Alright. So he has to Sparrowgate this. And say go. So it looks like I have this in the bag. I don't see a way of him coming back. So not too bad. I think this game kind of demonstrates how sometimes you have to try and win the game without Bolmeteus. Usually that matchup is quite difficult for this deck, but it looks like he didn't play too many or didn't draw into his 7-mana 7k Titans. Alright, 366. Alright guys, I think we'll leave it at that. These control matchups often take quite long, so not enough to fit 2 games, but hope you guys enjoy the clips. Anyway, this is Andrew, and you're watching The Gauntlet.